Mother, father, sibling, spouse, girlfriend, boyfriend, servant, master, whatever. And also look right at their face, and you can mentally ask the question, if you choose, do I know them in this life? And a mother in a past life could be your father in this life, or a sister, or a brother, or a boyfriend, or whatever. But you may know them in this life. And as you go to each person, if there's more than one, just look at them. You'll know the role that they played in that past life. Then you'll know if you know them in this life. Now, just be nosy. Who is your best friend? Whatever question that you ask the question, did I have a best friend? Yes or no? Then just ask that that person then be standing in front of you, or you see them in their, whatever, however your guide wants to show you. What did I like to do? If I'm an adult, did I work? Did I work outside of the house? Did I like that work? Was I well paid for it? Did I feel content? What was my hobby? What was my favorite thing to do? All these questions. Find out who you were, what you liked, what you didn't like. Did I ever have any children? Did I ever get married? Was I single? Was that my choice? And I just keep, if you stop asking questions, it'll just stall out. The motor that keeps it going is your questions, your involvement. Don't just keep going and asking questions at this point in time, how did I die or anything like that. You don't need to know that. It can serve a purpose at some point in time, but right now you don't. It just go with the enjoyment, the funds. Another very, very important question, if you see something, event, no matter what it is, just ask, does that affect me in this life? And if so, how? How does that affect me in this life? Your guide's not going to show you nothing that you can't handle. Who was your least favorite person in that life? If you want to go there, don't have to. what skills, talents that I had in that life that may be buried in this life. Find out what they are. There's a very simple way to unbury them, to uncover it, to make you more skillful and confident in this life. Now, if you've had enough or seen enough of that life, at any point in time, no matter when you're doing this, if you feel uneasy, threatened, or whatever, that there's really isn't anything to fear, of course. But one option is to just think of your safe place. You'll immediately, instantly just be back there, which I want you to do now. Just go back to your safe house. All you need to do is think of it. And you'll be back there in that chair. Your spirit guide will be right there in front of you. And like I said, many times I would just go and sit and talk with my spirit guide. Talk about the day, end of the day. Before I went to sleep, I would just go back to my safe place, my guide would be, and we just talk about the events of the day. Just to keep things straight, make sure that I kept seeing things the way that they actually were, that it didn't confuse things. Talk about maybe the options of other choices that I could have had in response to different events of that day. Learn to talk with your guide. Who am I? Who do I think I am? Why do I respond the way that I do? All these are valid questions. Now you're sitting with your guide, and I want you to ask your guides that if at any time you come back to this safe place, would they be here for you? And I'm sure the answer will be just yes. At any time you can come back and you can go to your safe place, talk with your guide. You don't have to do the counting of 1, 2, 3 from the ankles to the head. They'll just be there. Now that you've allowed yourself to see them, you'll just be able to see them. We'll do a little bit of an exercise on the way out with that. I want you to stand up, and I want you to thank your guides in an appropriate manner. Appropriate for you, appropriate for your guide. Hug, handshake, just a bow, just a simple thank you. Whatever you feel is appropriate is appropriate. Now walk toward the door that you came in, or the gate if it's a garden, or whatever the situation might be. And as you approach it, it'll just automatically open, and you'll step outside. Your guide will stay inside. And as you step away, the door will just automatically close. Now turn around and face it again, and it'll automatically open. And step back inside, and you'll see that your guide is still standing there where you left them. And the next time that you go there, hopefully in the next few hours or the next day or two, while it's still fresh and the confidence is still there, that you will just come back to this safe place and your guide will just be there. Use it. It is an extremely powerful tool to help you to realize who you are not and who you are. And all the answers will can come through there. Now walk out to your path. Now you're walking back up your path in the opposite way that you came to get to the safe place. Only now you're coming back full, wide awake. You're becoming much more aware of your physical bodies and that you are in this room with all of these other people. And the sun is still shining, it's guiding you and it's recharging you. The energies that you've used in the last little while, this sun will absolutely just recharge you as you walk back up. And you'll be coming to where that stream runs right beside your path. Thank the stream for being a symbol of life. Each droplet of water is like each human soul. We are never on the wrong path. It is not possible to be on the wrong path. Wherever we plant our foot, that then becomes our path from our free will. A droplet of water used for many, many, many different things. It's never off its path. It's just where it is at that time. Walk a little bit farther, still being aware of the sun. You're becoming much more aware, much more grounded. You'll see the pine tree. No need to stop this time. But thank the pine tree for being there, for being a symbol of your inner peace, your inner joy. And just seeing the pine tree will remind you of that inner joy. Bring that back with you. Carry it with you wherever you go. And if you feel that you're not in touch with it, you're not feeling it, close your eyes and imagine a pine tree and then touch it. And you'll have that joy. And after a while, you won't even have to use the pine tree as a symbol. You'll just have the joy. Now I want you to walk a little bit farther, and I want you to stop walking, and I want you to stand on your path, feet about shoulder width, facing the sun. The energy of the sun will recharge you and help ground you. And your feet are both flat on the earth, Mother Earth. And there is an energy in Mother Earth, a grounding energy, and you'll be able to feel that energy coming to you from the earth through the soles of your feet to the tops of your feet, your ankles, and you'll feel that energy going right straight up your body to your hips, up through your waist, your midsection, chest, shoulders. You'll feel that energy running all the way down your arms to your fingertips, and then to the top of your head. Now you are grounded. Feel that grounding energy. You are all grounded. You're all back in your bodies. I want you to, whenever it's comfortable for you, just open your eyes, rejoin the room, the circle. Good, everyone's back.